works all the time. We just have to get really good about how we are directing it. We have to bring our awareness and our consciousness into a place that we understand that we are using the law. We are using it every day, all the time. I had the experience this week to use the law. I had some problems with my sprinkler system in my front lawn. And so I determined that the law was going to support me, that I would absolutely have all of the material that I needed to fix this, that it would be easy to get to, that it would be right there available. It would be something I would take out and something I would put in, and there it would be over, and it would be done. You know what was going on in the back of my mind? The little chatter, the little, monkey voice that was going, yeah, right. Ain't gonna happen. How many trips to Home Depot do you think I had to make in order to get the right pieces? Because, when I thought it was an inch, it was an inch and a quarter. When I thought I had the right angle, it wasn't. And then when I went to dig it up, it was similar to one that we had here. It was crisscrossed with a bunch of roots that had to be cut off in order for me to get in there and get out of that. And I was like, okay, this is not working the way that I wanted it to. Where did my thought go? So I was trying to clean up my thought, and all the while the water was gushing out, cleaning it up, and I was like, isn't that neat? It's all kind of clearing out, all of the gunk that was in there. I thought it was really quite spectacular. And I got a gift out of it, because in this little planter box where this sprinkler system was placed in, as I was trying to clean it up and move all of the dirt around and stuff, I hit a big stone, and I thought, what shall I do with this? But there was some part of it that kind of glittered and looked, and I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. I think I'll dig it up and see what it is. It's this huge stone, and buried in this planter box, it's petrified wood. And it was a beautiful piece. So I took it out, hosed it off. I haven't decided where I'm going to place it, but it's going to become part of my altar at home. It was the gift that I was given as I was moving through the experience to find something greater. And then as I went back into my reading later today, in that day, and I was reading about this connectivity that we have in life, the wholeness that's in life, that we are all a part of that which is God. The Buddhist terminology for it is Dharma. Dharma is that connection of life, that we're all a part of life. The Dharma moves through, everything is connected from the very, smallest particle, molecule within my body out to the farthest outreaches of the cosmos. It is all connected as one. And because we're all connected as one, the Buddhists say that it's important that we always be kind. Be kind. Do no harm. And I was thinking, so as I was cutting the root off of this tree, I was like, am I harming this tree? But it was something that I needed to do. And I was like, but my intent was not to harm the tree. There was beauty that I was creating. And so I began to massage it and move it around into another way and say, okay, so I'm all connected with this. I get this. I'm connected with that tree. I'm connected with all the vegetation that spreads throughout the world. And I know that everything has a purpose and everything has a place. And I'm trying to find, to the best of my ability, where is my place? Where is my purpose? What am I to do in this experience? And I think that many of us are. I think that why many of us show up at church, synagogues, temples, Center for Spiritual Living, is because we want to find our place in life. We want to know that we are connected with the divine. We want to be able to experience the eternal and the infinite, the peace and the love and the wisdom that comes when we enter into that space, when we know that we are the Dharma, we are the one, that we are all interconnected. Wouldn't that be great to be in that place all the time, that we could just be in this experience of bliss? As I thought about that, I thought, but you know, that's not how I learn. That's not how I grow. When I really grow, it's because I've moved through an experience. And I begin to realize again, because I've come to this point so many times, that my experience in life is what allows me to grow into a greater being. The more I experience, the more I grow. The more I learn, the more consciousness, the more awareness that I have that there is a law that I can use. And it's the other side of the coin called spirit. Spirit, in the way that Ernest Holmes describes this, is love. And he uses this term all the time. Love and law. Love and law. It's the same coin, it's just different sides of it. Love is that which is unconditional. And it's not the love that we oftentimes think of when we are in our physical being, in our wants and our needs and our desires. But it's that love that it's already been made so. It's already interconnected. It is the way in which the law works as love. How this is brought forth through that divine intelligence that makes it so. Everything comes through some sort of an explosion, an experience, an expansion. Think about that in the physical universe. So what science tells us is that the physical universe came through as a big bang. That was the love of God, creating a manifest demonstration of the power and the presence of what it is and what it can do. And everything ever since has followed that. Have you ever really stopped to think about it? Everything in life comes through an explosion. The seed, in order for it to become the plant, has to pop open, has to explode, has to expand out. The baby chicken, in order to get out of the egg, has to break it down, has to chip away at it until it explodes. The butterfly has to do whatever it does in order to get rid of that cocoon, and so it can spread its wings and move out. For those of you who have ever been experienced at a time of birth, it's a pushing through. It's a coming into life in a way that says there has to be an experience that brings it forth. And out of that, we get the great gift of this thing called life. We do this every day. Sometimes we face obstacles that feel like it's a brick wall that is insurmountable, that just cannot be brought through, that there is some challenge, that there is something that is in our way. And the great mystics, the great teachers, throughout all traditions and all faith have said, and what you need to do is move through it. There is no shortcut. There is no quick answer to the challenges that are presented in life. And they're there in order for you to come to the awareness that you have the power and the presence within you, that all of this has been created by the one mind, and so all of it can be transformed by the same mind, and your mind is a part of that mind. You have the potential and the power and the presence to move through anything and everything that you so desire. And I gave you some examples of ways in which you might want to do that, and they're called spiritual practice.